Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what a pleasure it is to have you there with us today at Vicki Chats. I have two very special guests in the studio with me today. Andrea Dellit, Executive Director of Cedar Valley Angels. I have the joy of introducing someone who brings equal parts heart, hustle, and humor to everything she does, Andrea Dellit. She is a foster and adoptive mama, a trauma-informed care advocate, and a proud 90s kid with a deep love for music, baseball, and movie marathons with her family. After more than 2 decades in corporate America and years of community volunteering, Andrea knew she was ready for something more meaningful and found her true calling with Cedar Valley Angels, where she now helps lead life-changing support for foster children and families. She's also an educator through Four Oaks, where she teaches trauma-informed foster care classes. Oh, and if you ever need a concert buddy or someone to geek out with over Dave Grohl, she's your girl. Please welcome the incredibly inspiring, ever dedicated Andrea Dellit.
Wow, that was, I'm not worthy of that introduction. That was amazing.
Yes,
Thank
you are.
you. Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. And now Lydia Gessner, Development Coordinator, Cedar Valley Angels. Joining us today is someone who radiates compassion and purpose in everything she does. Lydia Gessner is a small town Iowa girl turned foster care advocate with a deep love for Jesus, road trips, rainy day runs, and meaningful conversations over coffee. A former collegiate athlete, Lydia knows the power of community and now brings that same spirit of belonging and support to her work with Cedar Valley Angels. Lydia's own journey through grief has given her a profound understanding of healing, empathy, and the importance of showing up for others, whether she's running beside a friend or her boyfriend, sipping on a steaming cup of coffee, or walking alongside a foster family. Lydia is passionate about helping people feel seen, supported, and loved. Please welcome the incredible Lydia Gessner.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, welcome.
That was quite the introduction. Thank you for
Oh,
having us, Vicki.
My pleasure. Okay, ladies, what's your earliest childhood memory? And what do you think it says about who you are today?
Do you have one?
Oh goodness. Sure, I can go for it. I would say honestly, one of my earliest childhood memories is there's this big stuffed green chair in my house that my mom and I probably to this day it's probably a little tight fit if we both try to fit in it, but as a kid it was a little bit better, and so we would sit and watch movies and all sorts of, read and things like that when I was growing up, and it's
sweet.
kind of like a safe place for me. And so that was where I originally met Jesus. That was where I've read so many books that have shaped my life. And so probably one of my earliest childhood memories would be curling up in that chair with my mom.
I've had the honor of meeting this chair.
Oh, you met the chair.
I've met the chair. I have not sat in the chair, but I have met the chair.
It's a little duct tape underneath all that love now.
It's great. It's a great chair.
You can't get rid of it.
Great chair.
My gosh. Can we meet the chair on social media?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I bet you can.
Please. Okay, so who have been your biggest influences in life or in your career?
It's my turn now.
It's your turn.
My turn now. Let's see. My biggest influences first are my parents. I have done some crazy things. Actually, my sisters have too, and they're always our biggest supporters, and just are always encouraging. And my grandma and grandpa probably, because not only were they there all the time, also and during our childhood and even in adulthood, my grandpa was diagnosed with dementia, and my grandma was caregiving for him, and that's how our family really got into volunteering in the community, was through that, because we really tried to find the resources in the community and leverage those and share them with others. And, that all fed into what I'm doing now at Cedar Valley Angels. And my kids now are my greatest influence because, as you said, I'm a foster and adoptive parent with my husband, Brad, and all of our kids experienced foster care, and they just every day continue to amaze me about the things that they overcome and the great people that they are. So, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wow.
Yes. How about this question? If you had to write a personal mission statement in one sentence, what would it be?
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
It is kind of a wild question.
Mhm.
I've thought about this actually a little bit recently. I feel like mine would be on the deeper level. It would be that no one grieves alone.
Oh, that's
I'm-
beautiful.
There's more to it than that, probably involving humor and different things. But
Yes.
yeah, that would be mine.
Oh,
So
I love that so much.
Well, I feel like I've probably wrote one of these in college, and I don't know that I remember what it is, and I don't slow down enough now to
Yeah.
make another one. However, when you said earlier, heart, what was it? Heart, hustle, and humor.
Yes.
That's going to be my new mission statement.
Oh, I love it.
Just
Heart, hustle,
that
and
fits.
humor.
Love people, hustle, and laugh along the way. Because if you don't laugh,
Yes.
You'll
it makes
cry.
it makes
gonna
yes, you'll
cry.
cry. It makes the hard things harder, but humor brings some sunshine.
I love that. What's one thing on your bucket list that you're really hoping to do someday? Ooh.
I can start with this one.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
I have never traveled overseas, and so that's
Mm.
definitely something that's on my bucket list. I feel like Italy specifically keeps coming up in our lives. We
Nice.
auctioned off a trip to Tuscany last year at our fundraiser.
Oh, you did?
Yes, and so
Ooh.
that was really cool. I was very jealous of the winner.
We all
but
were.
We all were.
Yes.
So yes, trying some of that fabulous pasta, seeing those amazing views. I think
Yes.
that's definitely on my bucket list.
Oh, absolutely.
Andrea, you've already skydived, so
Oh my gosh.
You
And I've-
skydive?
I have. Did I also
gosh.
mention that I was for a long time still kind of afraid to fly?
No.
Yes. So jumping out of an airplane was a little bit crazy.
I'll bet.
Yes, I'm a couple of years older than Lydia, so I've been
One or two.
one or two, maybe
Yeah.
three. So I've done a lot of things on my bucket list, which is really cool. But I think, wow, trying to what I do think that travel, like international travel, is a really great one because there's so many great places to go. I haven't been to the Grand Canyon, so that would be very cool, like here. But I think traveling to like Ireland
Ooh,
and
yeah.
Australia, like those are two that would be very, very cool to me. So yeah, I'm sure after this I'll think of like 26 things. We'll have to share that back with you.
I
Mhm.
love that.
Update you.
Yes, right. Update me. So, what's a pet peeve that drives you a little bit nuts, even if it's small?
Goodness.
Can I guess yours?
Sure.
I think it's when we're working on something,
Okay.
to move our mission, and Lydia's like, I have this great idea, and she's so creative, and she just loves people.
I love it.
And then I'm like, let's do it, but do we have like a process or a way we're going to do it? And she's she looks at me like, yes, yes, we can do that. But I think the answer is actually no. So I'm just kidding. I hope that's not your pet peeve. Or I hope something else bothers you more.
Oh, there's definitely. I feel like I always think of mine in the moment. I feel like we do balance each other out a lot because your pet peeve, if I were to guess, is probably when I have a million ideas and like the details and the weeds, and you're like, okay, big picture. How do we like put this in a spreadsheet? And so and I'm like, my brain lives on Canva, so
I'm like, we can do all the things. We just have to write them down because I won't remember them. Because remember, I'm a couple years older than you.
I love it. You've both had such unique journeys. What's something your younger self wouldn't believe about where you are now?
I don't know that my younger self would have believed that I lived on the East Coast for almost 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Brad and I, I still hadn't even graduated college, and we went out there for a job that I had, and we did a lot of traveling because we didn't know if we would be there, like how long we would be there. And so we did tons of things while we were there. And it's just, it's so different than the Midwest and different than Iowa. And that was kind of why we wanted to do it. Like what's going on out there, and expose ourselves to some different things and different cultures and different people. And I think my younger self would know that I maybe lived somewhere other than Iowa for a short time because I kind of always wanted to do that. But spending a whole decade out there, and a lot of the people that we met out there become family to us. So that's pretty wild.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. That's amazing.
Ooh, I think that honestly, working for a nonprofit, I started out in kind of journalism, and I've always and still want to be an author. And so, but there's so many things that the things that I enjoy and the passions that I have fit really well most days. Maybe not when spreadsheets are involved, but when those fit really well, I feel like into the nonprofit world. And so nonprofit people are my people. And so I don't know if I would have known that when I was younger, but it's been a really great journey.
I think you could take all these crazy things in my life. I'll put them in a spreadsheet. You want to write a book?
Perfect. Yeah, let's do it.
And I'll be your editor. Okay. Yes. St. James Professional Editing Services.
Yes.
That's your service.
Perfect.
So, yes. Andrea, you're a 90s music lover and concert t-shirt collector.
Yes.
Yes. Lydia, you're a long distance runner and a road trip fan. What are your happy places when you need to recharge?
Well, my actual happiest place, I am a huge baseball fan. I grew up watching the Cubs. You know, baseball season has been really fun. They do give me a stroke now and then because it's like really great and then it's really bad and like that's just baseball.
Yeah.
But I love being at Wrigley. Like it's just so beautiful. And then on a hot or a warm summer day and just being in Chicago is so fun. So I mean, obviously I can't just like run there today if I'm having a bad day, but that's probably in my car listening to music. I love all kinds of genres. So depending on what's happening, it could be like soft or it could be kind of loud.
I love it. I love it. My favorite experience at Wrigley Field, when I turned 50, I saw Elton John and Billy Joel in concert at Wrigley Field.
Oh,
it was the best. Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
I just was blown away by it. And Wrigley is the whole Wrigleyville scene afterwards. I love it.
It's just wonderful. And fun fact, I almost got to sing the national anthem at a Cubs game when we were in high school.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
And so now I have this like joking grudge against a certain very famous entertainer who apparently wanted to sing the national anthem. And he may not have even known that we were going to be there.
Oh my gosh.
But
you serious?
We got bumped.
Who was he?
It was Donny Osmond.
Oh my gosh, you got bumped by Donny Osmond.
But remember, I'm a couple of years older than
Yeah.
Lydia, so this was a while ago. And we were going to be there for like some competitions, like for choir and show choir. And we went to a Cubs game and we were going to sing the national anthem. And then we got there and they're like, hey, we're not going to be able to do this because he wants to do, or he's in town for the day. And so maybe if he'd have known about it, he would have foregone it or done it with us. I don't know.
Of course. Wow, he was a wonderful guy.
I know.
Wonderful.
So it would be cool to say that I did that, but it's just a fun fact that I almost got to do.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. So, what's your happy place?
Oh, my happy place. I feel like I'm also a big music lover. And so I would say driving up Highway 52 on my way up to the Twin Cities. I went to school in St. Paul. And so I did.
Which one? St. Catherine's?
Bethel University, actually.
Bethel.
Yes.
I love Bethel.
Yeah.
I've been on the campus a number of times.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I lived in from 1977 through 1986. I lived in Minneapolis and I was part of a religious group there. And I moved up there to join Servants of the Lord Christian Community. And many of our meetings took place on the Bethel College campus.
Wow.
Small world, but you weren't even born yet.
My mom might have been there at that time.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't born yet either.
Yeah. Maybe not.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely
Don't
not.
check my ID.
Right? I love it. So how have your personal stories, parenting, grief, healing, or community shaped the way you lead and serve today?
Wow. You really like to make us think, Vicki.
I do like to make you think.
I think I can jump in on this one.
Yeah.
I would say that for both of us, I think this is something that we, have the mission at the forefront because we both have experienced really difficult things. And so
Yes.
we know the importance of dropping everything for, when a caregiver shows up to pick up a love box and just knowing that like none of the work that we do in the background, none of the spreadsheets or Canva or anything matters as much as caring for the people that we're serving. And so, and simultaneously, you've been really good at this as a leader of the organization of just when our own staff is going through things, what it means to drop everything and be there for each other. And so, I think, when you walk through difficulty, it makes you realize what's really important in life.
Beautiful. And you mentioned something, a care box.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk a little bit about that for those who don't know?
Yeah. And I was just thinking actually about something that happened this week, but one of our programs is Love Box. And what that means is, isn't it like the cutest? It was made, that name came from like an actual box with things for a foster family. Our CEO at our national chapter in Austin, Texas, started it because she and her friends were supporting a family and they would take things and they called it Love Box. So that's where that came from. And we have an event coming up and we're coinciding the date of that with the first Love Box that went to a foster family in the Cedar Valley.
Yes.
So
7 years ago.
Love it.
Yeah, very cool.
So that's on October 23rd.
Yes.
Yes, let's talk about that event. That's a nice segue.
Yeah.
So Pizza, Pints, and Puzzles is happening at the Pheasant Ridge Clubhouse from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. on the 23rd. Come hungry, bring your friends, and support a cause that truly changes lives. So what would you like to say about that event?
Oh, yeah. Well, it is so fun. So we did one actually in May, the week of our CVA birthday. So they're kind of coinciding with some big milestones for CVA. But it was so popular that we're bringing it back by popular demand.
I love it.
This fall. And so basically you have teams of 4 and we are partnering with Chad's Pizza. So every team will have
Yeah, yummy.
So every team will have a large Chad's Pizza and then 8 pints of alcohol or pop and a 300-piece puzzle that they're working on. And then Andrea can tell you a little bit about some of the fun sabotages that we have involved as well.
Especially if you're competitive, like this is a really fun event. You don't have to be competitive, but whoever does all of those 3 things first wins, right?
Ooh.
But we can't just make it that easy, right?
No.
So anyone who's there, either volunteering or actually, participating, can sabotage other tables. So let's say Lydia's at another table that's competing with me and I can make a donation and that donation will take away the box that has the picture on it and they'll have to just proceed without the box.
Oh my gosh.
And then we give her the opportunity and her team to buy it back if they would like to do that. So we do things like that. You may have to put your puzzle together with oven mitts for a short time. You may be able to send a whole table or your friend at a table to the penalty box where they can't put anything together.
Oh my God.
Or eat any pizza for 5 minutes. So it's a riot. It's so fun. And as you were talking about the love boxes, it feeds our mission that's what we do all the time is we have a mentoring program for kids age 11 to 22 who are in experiencing foster care or have aged out. And so that helps us find mentors and then fuels also the Love Box program. So we can match volunteers with foster families who can walk alongside them in those hard times. So
yes, absolutely.
But it's a great time for a great cause.
Okay, so how did they sign up?
So you can go to our website, cedarvalleyangels.org/events, and that will take you to a page that will show you all of our upcoming events, but including Pizza, Puzzles, and Pints, where you can register a team of 4. You can even purchase some sabotages ahead of time. So if you want to get a head start, you can do that too.
So what was the vibe like at last year's event?
It was slightly chaotic, like chaotically organized. It was great. So we have an MC that will kind of run around and like spy on the tables and be like, this table over here is got all their pizza gone, and they've got half their beer or pop left. And so then people will look over there and be like, somebody like sabotage them, let's
Yeah,
put some money together,
right.
whatever. And you can, like use Venmo or a Q card. No, how about a QR code?
Yes.
Whew,
QR
I need some more
code.
coffee
Yeah,
today.
coffee is good.
Yeah, so
Speaking
it's
of.
a great time, and it's just so fun, right? And then we had the winner last time finished in 31 minutes, which is insane.
Are you serious?
Completely serious. And then we had people that were like, I'm going to finish, right? So
Uh-huh.
people then continued to finish, and the last folks, I think they were at an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
We stayed till the last group. Yeah, we stayed till the last group was done, and some other people stayed to help them, and it's a great time. It was so fun. We had such, people were literally saying, when are we going to do this again? And they haven't even left yet.
So what inspired the idea to bring together pizza, pints, and puzzles for a cause? It's such a fun and unique combo.
It really was one of our former case managers.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she'd been to one or heard about it.
Yeah.
And was like, we need to do this. And we were like, let's do it. And we just had to find the right time. And
oh, bless her heart.
We did it back in May. So
we
can't take credit for it.
Yeah.
We didn't come up with that.
Yeah.
And
it's so cute.
Shout out to the fabulous Bryn Priere, who has helped us plan our first one and now is going to be attending with her new baby this next one.
Yay.
So she kind of led the charge and helped us out and has planned a lot of them in the Cedar Valley. And so she's our fabulous events volunteer. So.
Oh, how beautiful.
And I feel like we should shout out our friend Bethany, who was the one who connected us with
Bethany
all of
O'Clair's.
these pieces.
Yay.
Yes. Thanks, Bethany.
Beautiful. Bethany, thank you so much. So where do the funds from this event go, and how do they dedicate directly support kids and families through foster care? How does this money go directly to them?
Yeah, we are what we say in the relationship business, right? So for example, love our friends over at I just saw them yesterday at Habitat, right? So we can tour the city and see, the houses they've built. Well, we don't have something to roll you up to say, here's what we've done for a foster family or to help them. So our funds go towards recruiting volunteers, background checking volunteers, just vetting and interviewing and training them. So we have a trauma training program. We offer ongoing wow, can't talk, more coffee.
All good.
Ongoing training for our volunteers and also our families. So really it's the people and the things behind that, so that we can fuel those relationships and make sure kids are protected with, safe adults who are walking alongside them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're in the relationship business. That's what we like to say. And we've just built some really beautiful relationships. Can I give you a quick example?
Yes, please do.
So we unfortunately recently had a foster caregiver in our programs pass away unexpectedly.
Oh, I'm
and
so sorry.
It was he was a great person, and his wife is now raising her two grandkids. They were raising them together, and they had experienced foster care and being in this match. And so she this week was able to come to our office, and the community here is so generous, and will provide supplies, certain things that we can provide to families. And she came in and kind of made her own love box because she was in need of some things. And so, she was able to get some essentials, laundry detergent, toilet paper, just some of those things that are essential. And she didn't have to worry about getting those at the grocery store. She was able to come. Lydia sat with her and just, she was kind of processing what happened. In addition to, being a foster parent, she stepped in for her grandchildren. So it's it's what we do. That's what we do. So it's really hard to put that into here's what that looks like. Also because we have to protect the privacy of the people in our programs, because many of those kids are still experiencing care, and so we don't ever want to share pictures or things. So we do a lot of storytelling about those things that happen.
So what are some of the biggest needs you're seeing in the foster care system right now, and how is Cedar Valley Angels working to meet those needs?
Great question.
I would say I think it's something that, Andrea specifically and me as well, we're very passionate about trauma-informed education. And it's something
Yes.
that, is a great need. And we try to tell people in the community that it's not just about foster care, that it connects to, every area of our lives and economy and society, because so many people have experienced those adverse childhood experiences that kiddos in care obviously are more susceptible and vulnerable to. But so many of us have experienced those. And so as, educators, employers, parents, coaches, things like that, it's so important that people understand the effects of those experiences and how building positive relationships is going to impact, a child's life and outcomes and stemming some of the negative effects of those experiences. So we try to really build that up, and train our volunteers in that, so that as they're working with these kiddos and these families, that they understand, what it means to really meet the need and not just bring them toilet paper and leave, but just, sit with them and listen to them and be that person in their life who cares about them.
Right.
And then also helping other people beyond our programs understand that this is a need beyond foster care in our community.
Right.
Yeah. So we kind of bundle, a couple of things in our needs list. So Lydia did a great job kind of sharing what that looks like. And we're always in need of volunteers who are willing to step up and mentor kids in our program, or, be a love box family where, just once a month, meeting with this family. And it doesn't have to be always bringing a box. It can be, like Lydia said, it's really about walking alongside. Maybe you bring them a lasagna. We talk about that all the time. If somebody showed up with a lasagna when we were fostering, actually, I'm not going to lie, my team, we had a really rough day several months ago, and my team showed up with Lydia and had a lasagna for our family. And it's just amazing to be like, someone's thinking about you. Someone like took a burden off of you. So we need volunteers in our programs. We need also volunteers to, help us with some of those support things, because we are 100% self-run. We don't take we don't have any federal money that comes to us or support in that way. And, honestly, the very biggest thing we need is funding, because money makes the world go round, and that's sort of the hard thing. So, our fundraiser, we have a monthly giving program. So we like to say, if, you can go without, going out to eat once per month or something like that, and would be willing, if you can't, volunteer or do something like that, that's another way to give. But we love to come and speak at, events, groups, companies, to share more about what we're about, and be able to share those details with your coworkers or friends or your club or whatever that might be.
Yes, absolutely. So where can they find you, our viewers? Where can they find you on social media? What if somebody's like, right now I want to donate?
Yeah.
How do they do that?
So you can go to our website. It is cedarvalleyangels.org/give now. And you can donate there and even set up a monthly donation schedule if you're interested in being a member of Angel Alliance. We also have our mailing address at the bottom of our website if you're interested in mailing in a check. And, our website also has tabs where you can learn about volunteering, whether that's volunteering at an event or in more of a support capacity at our office. You can also learn about our upcoming events like Pizza Puzzles and Pints. And sign up for that under our events tab. But then we also have our programs in there, and you can volunteer and submit an application to volunteer in those. But we have our phone number. You can text or call us at 319-214-0099 and find us on social media at Facebook, and we have LinkedIn and TikTok that we're on sometimes too, but then Instagram as well at Cedar Valley Angels. So
that's so beautiful.
So if you don't remember anything we just said and you want to text us at that phone number at the very bottom of our website, just give us a text. We'll send you whatever information that you're looking for. So we have a saying that there's a place for everyone at CVA, whether it's time, talent, or financial support. We can find something for anybody, any group, any age.
Yeah.
So
that's
everyone can get involved.
Yes.
So before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners and viewers?
That's a good
I
question.
think early this week we had a really cool moment where we had a record break actually. So we've been doing something called Love Box packing parties, and that's been something over the past year that's been a volunteering initiative that we've started, kind of bringing in more members of the community. So like Andrea said, we truly believe there's a place for everyone at CBA.
Yes.
And that's been really cool over the past year to kind of expand some of those opportunities with our Bricks and Breakout fundraiser and with, you know, events like Pizza Puzzles and Pints, and then packing parties as well. And so we actually had over a total of 2 sessions, over 400 middle schoolers at Pete Junior High who helped pack love boxes for our program families. And so those are just such a cool reminder. You know, they wrote encouraging messages on the side of the Amazon boxes. And
cute.
it truly just shows that it doesn't matter how old you are. We've done it with Kingsley Elementary before.
You have?
Yes.
Yay.
And whether you're, you know, a parent who's donating a box of mac and cheese, or you're a monthly donor or Angel Alliance, or you're showing up to Pizza Puzzles and Pints, there's a way that you can support foster care, whether that's through your time, your talents, or your financial generosity. And we really appreciate all the ways that people come around the support system for foster care in the Cedar Valley.
Yeah, I love that you said that, because if we had $1 for every time we heard, I want to help, like I really want to support foster care. I couldn't be a foster parent, or I wanted to and it didn't work out. And so people tell us all the time, like, I want to help, but I just don't know what to do.
Right.
Send us an email, you know, call or text that number 319-214-0099 and just say, hey, I would like to help. And one of us will give you a call and, you know, talk through, you know, what you're looking for, and we'll find that place for you, because there is just a huge need. We're not even serving the whole foster care community in Black Hawk County. There are hundreds of children and families that we still have yet to touch, and we want to get to everyone. So we have a goal actually to touch everyone. We want every child in the United States to have been touched by one of our programs at one of our chapters by 2050. So yes. So we are on that every day. That's what drives us.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Ladies, it's been an honor and a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. And you'll do this again with me someday?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.